Welcome to Weeb Bucket, you weebs. I am PP.
And I am JJ.
In this series of videos, we will be talking about the manga we read or enjoyed this past month. But first, let's roll the intro.
The first manga we will be talking about is Jobless Reincarnation. Chapter 77, which released December 16, portrays Rudeus happily showing off his peers that he is cured of his ED and he was successful in bed with Fit Senpai, aka Sylphie. As usual, the art is very detailed, which shows the care and effort of the illustrator. The pacing of this phase of story is a bit slow that it made me want to skip few parts. Since this is a manga adaptation of light novel, the dialogues are a bit long, which makes me feel sleepy sometimes. After this, Princess Ariel interrogates Rudeus to understand his intentions with Sylphie. To everybody's surprise, Rudy counters saying that he will marry her, and the chapter ends with everybody gasping. The next manga is called as My Wife is a Demon Queen. It is a webtoon that I am glad I followed the story even though it became slow in the middle chapters. Chapter 326, released last week, describes the determination of the teachers on their decision to help Sophices and his beloved brother Shang He escape. I am not a fan of the art in this webtoon, but the story brings me back. The concept of the story is very interesting and debates about gods and their purpose for creating their creations. The chapters are small and not that detailed, but one of the driving force is a beautiful demon queen. As usual, the story and the demon queen makes me want to get hyped for the upcoming chapters. The next manga is called The Return of the Frozen Player. We can say that this webtoon is also one of the many rip-off from the famous Solo Leveling, but it got my attention with how the story has been directed and how the character of the protagonist is used throughout the story. The art form is good and conveys the effort to give the viewers a joyful and yet dark effect. Even though the first season ended in October, I finished reading the last chapter only a week ago. Chapter 49, titled Season 1 End, describes how the MC is setting up his next goal to surpass his current self and attains the power to free his friends from eternal sleep. The story in the chapters can be easily predicted by people who read many fantasy adventure genre, and the characters are also simplistic. In my opinion, these disadvantages are compensated by the one-man show of the MC, which is fun to read and enjoyable to fantasize about action scenes. The second season release date is yet to be declared, but yes, of course, I'm hyped for it.
And the manga that I'll be talking about is BNHA. Yeah, I'm a normie. I read both the chapters 337 and 338 together. In chapter 337, we get the backstory of Aoyama and his quirkless beginnings, and what made him betray his hero-class friends. Horikoshi Sensei, with his art, perfectly depicts the mental anguish Aoyama's family went through during the decades-long secret and toxic relationship with All for One. Later in the chapter, it is shown that the family is held in interrogation both by the police and the school administration, with the students of that class witnessing what was going on. This chapter in specific shows the difference in how the grown-ups and the hero students think. Most of the students are shown screaming their points and beliefs, while the adults are calm, collected, and just speak their thoughts on how things will go for the Aoyama family. In chapter 338, however, the opening panel shows Deku and Aoyama as two sides of the same coin. They both start out quirkless, but one receives it from respect, whereas Aoyama receives it to be meddled with for All for One's greater plan. Overall, the story has been going well paced, the art quality hasn't dipped, and the foreshadowing from the beginning has all come full circle to let the readers feel the emotions of the characters and a strange feeling of relief and excitement for the story to come. The next manga is Komi Can't Communicate. This manga started off wholesome, lovely, and perfect. It had really good plot, compelling characters for us to root for, and now a really good anime adaptation. But regrettably, this manga also has gone past its intended story and now it's simply milking a dead cow, leaving a bad taste to the readers. The latest arc of the characters in the next year of their life feels lacking and it seems to have no life behind it. But still, just the hope of a good scene with our queen is making me go back to it every week. I hope they either end the manga on a happy note soon or find a good compelling storyline. I also hope all of you guys gave this anime a chance, because its animation and the music shows that the staff working on it really have a good idea to execute, paired up with their experience makes it really good to watch. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to not miss out on our future uploads.
And follow us on Twitter at JiraYT for more content.